What is John Lennon's best song as a solo artist? That is a fine question. Let's take a look. Not too long ago, I made a video where I said that Strawberry Fields Forever was his best song with the Beatles, and a lot of you agreed, but what about his solo stuff? This is a lot more difficult because the quality of his solo discography never really peaked. Plastic Ono Band and Imagine are the only albums that stand above the rest, and even those albums are more about the collective, not really individual songs. So let's start by moving some songs out of the way, and I know that Imagine is probably the #1 candidate for a lot of you, but even though this is his most popular song by far, I feel like the song doesn't really fall in line with John's artistic ideologies. He even said this, by the way, he wasn't a big fan of the song or a fan of the way he had to sugarcoat everything. Dream Number 9 is a really good candidate too. That song is concrete evidence that psychedelia never left John Lennon's craft. This is one of the dreamiest and ethereal sounding songs I've ever heard, but it's still not the best. Beautiful Boy, Woman, Mind Games, Mother, all of these are great, but for me there's only one answer and it's not even close. In my own personal opinion, God is the most important song in John Lennon's catalog, by far. When this song was released, John was facing quite a lot of criticism because of the breakup of the band, his involvement in politics, and his relationship with Yoko. It got to a point where he was expected to break, to bend the knee and align with mainstream ideology, but in the first solo album he released, at the very end of the album you find God. Very simple song, I'll give you that, but its simplicity is supposed to make you focus on the lyrics that you may not like if you're a believer. In this song, John basically denies not only Jesus but almost every popular religion, as well as other things like the Beatles, for example, and Elvis and other figures from the 60s. For it being such a simple song, this is such a powerful statement. John made sure all of his fans knew that jumping into his solo stuff, you weren't gonna see a Beatle. For him, in his world, there's only him and Yoko. Slightly weird, because I mean, let me remind you, he had a son, but overall I think this is the most powerful statement he made as an artist, and for that reason I believe it's his best.